Hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry we're late. Walt was in the bathroom.
I had to go.
So we are starting super late. I think this is going to be our last stream for a while because Walt is getting way too busy.
I can't complain. You know what I mean? I have work, and I'm a little fried from being online. And as much as I love teaching, it fries me being online, and it's a little bit different. But trying to focus, sitting down at a computer in a performance way fries me.
Is anyone here? Hold on.
We have two people here.
Are we live for sure?
We're definitely live. We have two people here.
Okay.
Who's here?
Okay.
Excuse me. So, starting Monday, I've got comedy camp, and I'm basically going to be busy from 9:30 in the morning till about 7 o'clock at night, not including shows. So tomorrow might be my last cabaret show. Hey, Don. I'm trying to think if I can get somebody else to run the cabaret show. I can still do Sundays at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, but I'm afraid I won't have the energy or time to organize it. I'm a little overwhelmed now. Like, I'm afraid I'm not going to have everything in place for Monday for camp. And I need to have stuff in place because it's kids and teens. They need a little organization. Hey, Kathy. Welcome, everybody. So it's a good problem to have. I honestly think it's a great problem to have these days, that I honestly don't have enough energy and time to do everything I'm trying to do. We're starting a little late today, Kathy. We're just posting now.
I was in the bathroom. I couldn't get him to come
in. And Laurice couldn't figure out how to log on her own for some reason.
I didn't have his password, so I can't sign into his YouTube account.
You gotta switch account. No, don't log out.
It was signed into LMAO, and I tried to sign in. So,
hey,
I just shared the link on Twitter.
So we're a few minutes behind today. I apologize for that, guys. And this morning was a bit of a nightmare. I keep changing my schedules, but I put out emails to everybody about schedules, but parents don't always pass on links to their kids. So I send out emails with links, and of course, because it's a bulk email, sometimes it goes to spam, so people don't see it. And then on top of that, I had a Zoom meeting kind of close on me this morning twice. And I guess because it was idle, there was like nobody in there, and I wasn't using it. They didn't give any warning. It just closed. Oh, your Zoom has been idle for 40 minutes, so it closed.
What?
Because I had
talking?
I combined my 10 a.m. and my 11:30 into an 11 a.m. class.
Oh.
So I opened up the room at 10 a.m. just in case. One kid showed up, didn't get the note. And I said, come back at 11. He said, okay. So he came back at 11. But around 10:50, it cut out for being inactive. So I had to open it up again, right? And then something similar happened. The 11 o'clock class, I finished around 12-ish, 12:10 maybe. And then around 12:52 rather, the same thing happened.
Stephanie.
But it wouldn't let me reopen the room. I just went to reopen it again. It says, oh, you can't reopen it again. You're done for the day. So I had to create a whole new link and send that link out to all my 1 o'clock students.
So on Zoom lately.
So
aren't you paying for the premium too?
I'm paying for the cheapest.
The cheapest.
Because most people have free. You don't need it to be on Zoom, and you can run a meeting with 1-2 people for free on there. So, but I'm paying for basic. I think it's called a pro account, but it's not like the premium or the business account.
Okay.
Yeah. And but I understand shutting it down. But I and it's probably a normal thing. This is a new problem combination problem has led to this today. And so basically all morning I've been scrambling around making sure people have the right links, and it's exhausting. Hey, we're late too, Tina. We're literally
crazy.
I'm still babbling.
What's everybody doing?
Stalling for Laurice to get the links out.
I share them on Facebook and Twitter.
So. Yeah. It's Saturday.
So I don't think we have. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have a pool. Well, we were gonna put like a cheap out of round pool, but they're all sold out everywhere, and the places that they're available, they're like 3 times the price now because like they price gouged.
I think somebody bought them all and is reselling them.
Yeah, because I think somebody realized that they were gonna sell out because people can't go to the
pools
this summer. So, everyone had the same idea.
Apparently, you need a permit for a 30-inch pool.
Here.
In Jersey, yeah, I think it's a statewide thing. You need a permit.
You need a permit for everything in New Jersey.
It's Jersey, yeah.
People were asking me, like, why do we need a permit for a fence? I'm like, yeah, you need a permit for a fence.
Oh, hey, Val.
Oh, hey, Valerie.
I see.
Cases are rising everywhere. Yes, everywhere but New York City.
So you're out doing your errands. Are people wearing masks over there?
We actually have, our cases are starting to have a slight uptick in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Are they?
I think they're opening too fast in some areas. Like they announced yesterday, they were gonna like potentially open casinos, and that is not a good idea. They should not open casinos.
That's those lobby lawyers.
Yeah, and the governor has been really, really good about like not caving to the demands. And what's really bothers me is all the dudes that are on Twitter every time you post a tweet. Open the gyms, open the gyms, open. I'm just so tired of it.
Well, the ones that opened anyway illegally, to say, because we're going to be the trailblazers. I think
it was only one or two.
That was one guy, yeah.
That was just one or two places.
So how many people got sick there?
But they're saying open the gyms, open the gyms, open the gyms. Like every tweet, they just spam open the gyms, open. I'm just really, you have to get
Trump's golf course.
You absolutely have to go to the gym. Like, can you find some other alternative way to work out? Like, you don't need to go to the gym.
Casinos make no sense because you can't get out when you want to get out. You know what I mean? You go to a casino. How many times have you been to a casino? Every time I go to casinos, I get lost. I can't find the exit. Like you don't know how to leave the place, and it's a time warp, and they do it on purpose. And all those sounds are, kind of like, what do you call it? Hypnotizing you. And I remember that one time, I forget what it was, the Tropicana I think it was the Tropicana that we honestly could not find the exit. And we got turned around.
Yeah, well, they want you to stand there and buy stuff.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
So they're going to restart New Jersey schools. They're in the fall. They put a plan together.
Mm-hmm.
So a stage 2, he signed an executive order allowing indoor dining, outdoor amusement parks, outdoor water parks, playgrounds, museums, aquariums, libraries, and indoor recreation facilities reopen on July 2nd with safeguards in place. That is not going to go well because I've seen people I'm sorry, the only time I haven't gone into another building since this whole reopening, and the only thing we've done is the garden center, either Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yeah.
Someone made a comment on Facebook, said it was like playing a game of Pac-Man, and you're a Pac-Man trying to stay away from all the ghosts.
Yeah.
And they you go one way and they come around this way, and you go that way and they come around this way, and you're like collecting your pellets, except you don't get the good pellet and chase after them. That part is, but I think that's a pretty good analogy because you just try and stay away from people. And this is outside. And I don't really care if they come within a few feet of me if they have masks on, but a lot of people don't wear their masks right, and they have their nose out. And this one woman, she just kept everywhere I ended up, she was there. I'd go this way. I'm like, oh, she's there. Okay, let me go this way. And then I'd go there and I'd go around, and a second later she'd be right there. I'm like, why are you here with your nose? I want you to get away from me. Get your nose and your face. If we're outside, I'm probably being a little bit overly cautious, but gyms are opened in Missouri.
On Facebook, somebody put a post up that said, I might have to quit my gym because I can't I can't work out with a mask. I feel like I can't breathe. And then I commented, I says, yeah, that's why I quit the gym too.
Now you have an excuse.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to the gym.
Yeah, that makes me nervous though about New Jersey. I don't think we're ready for that.
It's
I understand. Okay,
well, you know what I will say.
Playgrounds are probably okay.
Yeah.
Outdoor amusement parks.
Hey Gigi, we were all late today. You're good.
Capacity. Hey Gigi. Indoor dining. I don't think it's a good idea. Not here. Not when we have 9 million people, and we're next to an area that was already pretty heavily hit.
You know what they said? It was a danger of some of these protests and other crowds that if it's two people talking to each other, the mask, you got 2 masks in between you if you're both wearing masks. But if everybody's facing this way and stuff comes in the side from behind. Mm-hmm. So if people are all around you, Like these things are best when things are like straight on.
Well, if everyone around you has masks, it's a matter of them not having yourself come out of them. They're not.
Well, no, it's both though. I think this is something Fauci was saying. He says his biggest concern is with a big crowd, is that the mask does protect you from, but it's not airtight, and on the sides and whatnot, like things can get in. So if you have people talking, screaming, shouting, singing to your sides or behind you, that they could potentially get in there. And the other thing is,
it's not 100% foolproof.
Well,
it's just to reduce the transmission.
Right. And Lacey said about touching their faces.
Yeah.
I know I don't think I can go out for extended period of time without touching my face at some point.
You can't.
I've been pretty good about making sure I sanitize and take my gloves off, when I'm like back in the car, but I've already sanitized before I did it. But, for an extended period of time, like how long, we have a lot of sanitizer and whatnot, there are things we could do, but we're starting to get requests for gigs. And that one place asked me for like a crazy deal to go all the way up to Westchester. And I almost said no, but then I said, okay, if you give me 3 shows, I'll bring the price down. If you give me 3 shows in one day, I'll bring it down to this much per show. But then I realized, well, if I'm there doing 3 shows in a day, I'm going to have to use the toilet at some point.
Yeah.
I'm going to get hungry. I can bring food with me. I can peel on a tree, I guess. But, the longer you're out,
hey, Maya.
at what point, how much of a deal am I willing to give to risk my life?
There was a guy that did a study. I think it was Zoe that posted. It was, he actually took the actual bacteria,
mm-hmm.
and it's like a whole study. He tested it and he put it like in little petri dishes or whatever, showing how much particles if you had a mask or didn't have a mask, and how much it would actually get to and how far away it had to be. And he tried singing, speaking, coughing, and sneezing. And basically, when he was masked, there was nothing. Nothing came within a few feet.
Wow.
And they also say, I think NPR had an article out today that said it wasn't the protests that were actually causing the spread. It's people having parties inside without masks.
Yeah.
Like groups of people.
Inside's worse.
Yeah, groups of people are having, 20, 30 people are having
like 6,200 people in a rally
and
in Tulsa?
Nobody wearing a mask, and as opposed to outside where the transmission is less likely, and everyone is going to have a mask.
Yeah.
And even those that don't have a mask, it's outside. So.
Somebody was saying, I think chances are 1 in 200 people have it right now.
PP thing. Yeah.
Right? So 1 in 200 people have it. And then they were saying, okay, 6,200 people inside of Tulsa arena doing the Trump rally. And I don't even get political. It's just sheer numbers. That many people inside going to a rally with 1 in 200 people. So
that's good that less people showed up.
Yeah. So let's say 30 people in there, 30 or 300, 30 people in there are, that's not right.
It's my PP article. Yeah. So according to Vice Life, people have been peeing their pants because they don't have a place to pee.
Mm-hmm.
One woman, she peed her pants. I don't know. She was in the drugstore.
She gotta get the shiwi.
She tried really hard.
All roads come back to the shiwi.
People, like a lot of people around the city, there were people that were out and about, I guess. After 2 vodkas and a lemonade, they did like a walk-up bar or whatever, and then they went and sat in the park. This is down in Williamsburg, and there's no toilets, nothing.
Oh, I got a story.
There's nothing. And then this other woman was like doing the pee-pee dance, so she got on her bike, and then the public restrooms in the parks were closed, and the doors are locked, and the park is open. So, and then none of the bars or restaurants. Restrooms are closed. Let me finish this off first.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
There's one area. Okay. There's one story that just had me on the floor, like crying. So it doesn't. The reopening plans don't always say that, like, if you have 20 or less seats, then you don't have to open the bathroom. So apparently, like McDonald's bathrooms aren't open, like on the road.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if you'd want to go into a bathroom, but I mean, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Mine's here.
Okay, so unless you can pee freely in the park or a bush,
I pee freely.
You should be able.
So I have something.
Wait. Okay, so this person who lives in Brooklyn didn't want to be identified for privacy reasons, misjudged her bladder's capacity after she was turned away from using the bathroom at Walgreens. Alex tried to hold it. I squatted to sit on the heel of my foot, trying to will the piss away. I kept walking up and down the aisles, whatever, to make the pee not come out. Then I'm waiting in line, and fully the piss came out. The entire butt of my shorts were soaked like a denim diaper.
I got a story about a denim diaper.
Let me finish my story.
Okay.
Just let me finish. Having to hand the cashier my card, look her in the eye while my pants were full of pee was just really a low moment.
A low moment. That's a good way to put it. So one of my kids, I have a brand new student today, and they talked about, they said, oh, my dog goes bathroom everywhere in the house, so he wears a diaper. And apparently it's a denim diaper. And so then I all started, and she's from Georgia, this kid. So I started thinking of a little dog in like Daisy Dukes. So that like jean cutoffs.
Oh, booty shorts?
Yeah, like booty shorts. Because there are denim diapers for dogs because it pees everywhere. And embarrassed her when it pooped on the deck when her friend was over. So I was so embarrassed.
Jennifer never slides in, but
hey, Jennifer.
She liked the Vice story. Well, you know what though? Sometimes you gotta go incontinence, man. That's not a fun thing.
You know, there used to be a joke going around. But
sometimes you can't make it. As you get older, the less control you have.
Yeah, I don't know how international this was, but
pee here now.
I want to say in high school there was this whole thing like because 7-Elevens don't have bathrooms. Or they don't have a public bathroom. They usually have a toilet the employee could use in the back. And there was this whole like debate. I think it was a drunken debate at parties mostly. But I remember having this conversation with multiple people about whether if you threatened, or maybe there was even a lawsuit, like if your bladder bursts or if you have an infection.
You can't. That's a myth. You can't actually burst.
Right. So but I think
that's not a thing.
There was some reason like if something happens,
like if you pee your pants,
I will sue, or if I get an infection, I will sue. Like, we don't let me use the bathroom.
Main rest stops are usually pretty clean and well monitored.
Ooh. LA to London,
the rest stops that are just bathrooms that are kind of in the woods, I feel okay, because you usually go there and there's nobody there, except for maybe a serial killer on the other side of the behind there, where people have sex occasionally. They're really creepy. I always felt like when we stop at those on the road, I always felt so creeped out going by myself. But now I'm like, nobody's in there. Nobody goes to these because they're creepy as hell. Yeah, except for creepy people.
You flew from LA to London without stopping? Wow. So, Jennifer, when we flew from LA to New Zealand, probably about a similar flight, right? About 13 hours. I usually hate bathrooms. But I went to the bathroom like 3 or 4 times just because I needed to get up and walk around. It was an excuse to go walk around.
A tight spot.
Of course, that's the time that somebody was sitting on the door in the back. They were waiting for the bathroom, and the guy was like literally sitting on the exit door.
How was he sitting?
And I was like,
I got in trouble.
I was about to say something, and then the stewardess came and said, "Sir, no."
I got in trouble for getting up because there was turbulence. But I couldn't believe how I was so crammed, and the guys all next to me were man-spreading, one right after the other. So I got up, and the lady's like, no, you got to go back to your seat. I'm like, they're all man-spreading, so she yelled at them.
That was the New Zealand flight?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the one where they didn't have a post. Like, they don't have seats. Usually there's a post below the seats. They had a post in the middle of the seat. So in the middle of the seat. See, like, there was nothing to keep your foot away from the other guy's foot. Like, usually I could keep my 2 feet inside those posts and use that to work. But it was 13 hours to New Zealand from LA. And then it was and then we stayed 5 days in New Zealand before going on to Australia.
New Zealand had a couple of cases now. They had completely eradicated the virus, and then like 2 people brought it in from the UK, I think.
Yeah.
So
England's had it bad.
I-95 rest stops. How long the flight to New Zealand is 13 hours. It's a long one. So hey, Cheryl. It was on The Simpsons. I pee freely. So 3 people died and one is permanently blind because they drank hand sanitizer.
Ah!
Don't drink. Why would you drink? Ew.
Must be Trump supporters.
It tastes really, really bad. Why would you do that?
I don't know. Remember when Trump says he'd do something about science, just ignore it.
He said bleach, not hand sanitizer.
Well, I know, but it's sanitizer, bleach.
Dick Cheney said every sensible adult should wear a mask.
Yeah.
Hashtag wear a mask. He said hashtag real men wear masks, and there's a picture of him wearing. I don't know. The whole thing is just like, we're kind of bizarro world. I think I tweeted this. We live
this
in
man's kidneys.
Bizarro world. Because we have Dick Cheney telling people.
New Zealand's an amazing place, I tell you what.
I would go there.
Gorgeous.
If they would let me in. I don't think they want any of us.
Absolutely loved it.
Any of us over there right now. American Airlines is going to start booking flights to full capacity next week, ending any effort to promote social distancing. It's like the country just said, we don't care.
Well, you know why they can do
open.
that?
We're just going to let everybody die.
They can do that because nobody's flying. So it's not like they're going. I think they're almost like making a political statement. They're not. Yeah.
Oh, this man's kidneys have exploded.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like hotels and airplanes. They're like 20% capacity anyway. OIS.
Ew. Some man was not wearing his mask in the shop, a Stop and Shop, and he had a crown around his neck. Ew. And he said, I don't want to. You're not supposed to let people. And then this morning, Trader Joe's was trending because there was a woman that screamed and yelled. Mm-hmm. Some Karen went absolutely nuts because they kicked her out for not wearing a mask. But I don't think people realize that stores are private property. They're not public space. You can't go in there. They have the right to not let you in for any reason. So if it's their policy to not let you in without a mask, there's nothing you can really do about it. And you don't have the right to go in. You can't say, oh, rights. They own the property. So you can't get mad and say it's about rights. Yeah,
I'm getting all delivery. No, I don't get delivery from restaurants. So I don't trust the restaurants.
Well, we couldn't. Certain things like the garden center stuff we can't deliver, or Home Depot and Lowe's charges $75 an order here if you get. So we got one big order at some point, but like mulch and stuff like that, it's not worth.
That's good.
So yeah, the Trader Joe's, the militant of every grocery store I've been in. I mean. I guess that
was in North Hollywood? Wow. Well, North Hollywood, that's not the same as like West Hollywood. West Hollywood is
So you're an ass. She told him you were an asshole and no one said anything to him.
I made some really good salmon yesterday.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in California that have been just acting up with this whole thing. I've seen a lot of videos. And then, of course, all those women that were,
Is that my dad typing, saying poisoned by wife with fish tank stuff?
Fish tank.
Don't blame.
And then what else?
They're saying don't blame Trump.
Well, he's setting a bad example by not wearing a mask.
He's the leader of the morons out there. MAGA fail. But I'll be trying to get a piece of wood to fix our deck, but it was sold. Wood was sold out. Wow. It's fun. It was just yesterday. We really had this great idea of getting a pool.
I said that.
And I can't believe they were sold out.
Every pool.
I know.
Every little out of ground, I just want to get a little kiddie pool to sit in. I'm just going to do that.
The one good deal was in England. Jane, they had a good deal in England, and but they don't ship to America. There was one in Texas, but then I realized it didn't come with the pump, and it was already marked up a little bit. So without the pump, and the pumps are not cheap. To buy the pump separate, I think when you buy the kit, it comes with this tiny little pump that's just big enough for that pool. But the pumps they usually sell separate are not cheap. So I'm getting some good salmon. Oh man, it was this big plump side of salmon from Fresh Direct. Oh, I didn't tell you this yet. I ordered a bunch of meat and salmon from a new company that I saw on Shark Tank called Moink, Moink. And it's like a box of meat, and it's local farmers. They basically purposely work with small farms, and it's chicken, pork, steak, and salmon.
People are not excited to fly. People are not excited to fly.
Yeah, people are stupid, but Trump
lots
And
of
Trump
people,
did.
yeah,
Trump is repeating conspiracy theories.
Lots of people refuse.
He doesn't have an original
when
thought.
It's required.
No.
Well, here they're threatening. I don't know about Jersey, but in New York, Cuomo was threatening to start fining the businesses if they don't enforce it.
Yeah.
And that cracked them down, and now their numbers are we got to see what happens in a few weeks, but their numbers are they're doing better than Jersey.
Yeah.
And we're more spread out, I think. I mean, we have more people in the state, but we're not living on top of each other in every area.
Like Manhattan.
Not Manhattan.
Yeah. Manhattan's about a week or two behind Jersey. I think the problem Jersey is having is Jersey is doing everything like it's one state. And this area is more like New York City.
Right.
So New York State is opening up depending on region, right? So yeah, if you're in Buffalo, it's much less sparse. New York City is an animal all to itself.
Yeah.
So New York City is a week or two behind New York State. So and Jersey though is more dense than most of New York State.
Yeah.
Outside of New York City, New York City is more dense than we are, obviously, but not that much.
So
where we are.
The whole pool thing, I'd be afraid of putting it up incorrectly and flooding the yard. We had that fear. And then Gigi, you can't find an inflatable pool because they've all been bought. And like the bigger ones, people bought them and they're selling them on eBay for 3 times the price.
Mm-hmm.
And Lacey had one for 10 years, had to replace the pump filter.
Gigi, it's amazing how many Republican governors and senators are now going against what Trump says as far as COVID's concerned and ignoring his whatnot. He's only worried about re-election numbers and what the number of infections look for him. But, we're going to get a kiddie pool.
Get one of those small plow. Yeah, that's going to.
There's a kiddie pool with a back seat to it. But it still only has 12 inches of water.
I said if you're going to get that, we might as well just get one of those blow up hot tubs because I'm not going to just sit there. But if I'm going to sit there, if all I'm going to do is sit, I want to be able to move around.
Well, no, but that one's 8 feet round. You could actually lay down.
If I'm going to just lie, I'll take a hot tub. I'll get cold.
Okay.
So, yeah. So we don't want. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get a pool, but the yard does look nice.
Oh, still. Where are you again, Gigi?
Kiddie pool, not sure. It's Trump. Not ours. It's Trump. Oh God, it's dark there. Yeah, it's raining here. It just started raining about 30 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. It was pouring for a little bit there.
Blow up pool. We have
the kids are outside in the shower.
I need a side kiddie pool for my dog. So you have a blow up pool.
Oh, Iowa, yeah.
I don't know though, Cheryl, about American Airlines filling flights. I don't know if people are actually going to get on them. Of course, the way people are acting, maybe some will. What makes me a little concerned is with the numbers spiking, usually about 2 or 3 weeks after the infection starts spiking is when people start dying. And like in the next week or so, in the areas that you see these spikes, if that starts happening, I think everyone's going to go the heck home and not go back out, and everything's going to have to be locked down because that's what happened here. We were walking around with the virus, transmitting it, infecting everyone. Nobody knew. And then we weren't really testing. We didn't know, but everyone, a lot of people had it and were passing it around all through February, March.
Listen to that, Jennifer.
And then people started dying. And we were losing 800 people a day. And then the refrigerator trucks came and morgues filled up and the funeral homes filled up and they have bodies in U-Hauls. And, if that starts to happen, I don't think people are going to want to get on the plane because that's when it starts to get really scary. And that's just
I want to get on a plane.
I don't think any other than Italy, I don't really think there's anywhere else that got hit like that.
It's like traffic, right?
It just is
you don't have to worry about you might be doing what you're supposed to be doing, but you can't trust that the other schmucks are. And if you get on a plane, you're in a closed system for how many hours, how long? You might as well go to a Trump rally. But there are probably more people.
I don't understand why can't he just have his rallies outside?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have it in an open arena.
His ego is more important than the country and this. He doesn't care about the lives of his constituents.
In a place that, the transfer isn't as high.
Mm-hmm.
So the air is fully filtered every 3 minutes in a plane. But you can't social distance if they're doing it at full capacity. You're going to be right next to the person. There's no way. And I also can't imagine being on a flight for more than a couple hours with the mask on the whole time.
Mm.
You can't take it. Can you take it off to eat? And then the minute you eat, if you have to sneeze or the particles, the diagrams that we've seen scientifically of all the particles that go in the air, after you sneeze, everyone's going to get hit with those.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have seen some cool restaurant ideas where they actually have walls up outside.
I've seen those too.
Like room divider type things,
And the
separating.
school cafeterias have them. They're like little cubicles.
Yeah.
I saw those.
They're pretty cool. Or did you see the picture I shared? A guy is opening an outdoor comedy club in Jersey, in South Hackensack.
Oh. Okay.
Hackensack or Hackettstown? I forget now. I think it's Hackensack. And they basically, it's called Club Flamingo, but they have a huge parking lot. They put a tent out there, and they got a DJ, and they're going to be doing comedy on Saturday nights tonight, live stand-up comedy. And they put these really kind of plushy chairs. I think they took them from the inside. Like they're really, I remember like Fez used to have.
What if it rains?
Well, it's under a tent. If it's a huge storm, it's problematic. Okay. But they have a nice carpet kind of a thing. I don't know if it's AstroTurf, I can't remember, but it's under a tent. It's got these really plushy chairs, and they're spread out like little 2 seats together, and then little banquettes on the opposite sides because you have a group of 5 or 6 potentially on the outsides, and a big open area in the middle. So really, really cool setup, and it looked really nice, like this purpley kind of. It was a really cool looking club. I say keep it open forever. I'd love to go there for a drink.
Therapist going to Mexico in a week. Wow.
Yeah.
Stephanie flew.
Did you?
She had to go get her parents.
It's fully filtered every 3 minutes?
Drove her parents back.
Oh, I thought you drove there and back.
People are starting in Slovenia. People are starting to travel. Cases increasing again. Yeah. So I like what the governors did with not blocking, but quarantining everyone. But I don't know how they're going to be able to enforce it on everyone that comes in. We can have checkpoints, but that's what Florida did to New Yorkers. So now
that's official. I think they're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they'll just do checkpoints.
The Florida governor finally got smart and started saying the things he's supposed to be saying. He's been defiant. No, this week he really said, we got to start doing this.
But today he's not making people wear masks.
Oh, really?
He's like, I just trust people to do the right thing. They don't do the
Florida?
right thing. They're not doing it. People in the areas that are required to wear masks are still not wearing masks.
In normal times, Floridians don't do the right thing.
People in areas that
not my parents,
are extremely strict about wearing masks are still not doing the right thing. Why would you expect people, if you don't make it a requirement, a mandate, to do the right thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said this morning. And then there are people in Florida walking around, and they're outside mostly. But they're saying, "Hey, we don't need."
Florida accentuates that dangerous combination of arrogance and ignorance.
That's what our governor said in Iowa.
Yeah, one of the other is annoying. But when you got both qualities, and but that's okay. You can still grow up to be president, apparently. So.
Oh God.
So, wow, from New York to Florida.
Yeah. Were there a lot of people on the plane, Stephanie?
She said they're capped, but they're filled to the cap, whatever that is.
I don't know what that means.
Is that 50% right now?
Hashtags for a reason. I had a couple of headlines, like one guy got mad because someone asked him to wear a mask and he hit them with a dildo. And then
not his own.
Some Florida man exposed himself at a gift shop after being asked to put on a mask.
Real quick, what's the cap? Is it like 50%, 15, 25%, 75%?
The flight was full.
What's the cap?
Did everyone have on masks? The center seats were blocked and every other seat in the centers were full. Okay.
Wow.
See, that would make me I would be completely... I'm already claustrophobic on planes when there isn't.
Wait, the centers are full?
A pandemic? I'm already claustrophobic on planes without a pandemic. So, aisle seats on two seat rows.
Okay. So you never have 2 people sitting right next to each other.
Okay.
Unless they're a couple, right?
They're still close because the seat is only like this big. You're still close.
Yeah, were they like 18 inches?
You're not sitting next to me, but you pretty much are sitting next to me.
It's not 6 feet.
There's one seat between you. It's they're still like a foot away.
Right.
Because the seats are this big.
Do they have those things those little domes I saw in some of the one of the websites?
It doesn't matter if there are two or three in a row. If you sneeze, it doesn't matter. That's true. If you're traveling together, you can sit with each other. That makes sense because you're quarantining together, I guess.
Yeah, but there's a spread. It's not a direct line.
The
Like
spread
it
won't
aerates.
happen if you have on a mask.
Well, that's true.
A few might get out, but is it the viral load, whatever they call it scientifically, is
What
it
if you're
enough?
sweating out the virus? Can you sweat out the virus?
No, it has to come out in a particle, like an air particle.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your mouth and nose. That's how it's transmitted. And even like I think, I think Lacey, you were saying the playgrounds. I think the playgrounds are okay because I know the kids touch the stuff.
Oh God, that's
But
gross.
it's outside and with the sun exposure and the elements, even if they touch the stuff, I think it doesn't take very long for it to be sanitized shortly after, just because the equipment that they're playing on.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how crowded. If it's really crowded, the kids are all on there together constantly, yeah, it's not good. But if kids come and go to the playground, maybe they can do a maximum amount of kids can be playing at a jungle gym.
Mm-hmm.
So if they touch, the little monkey bars or whatever they're called now, I don't know what they're called now, but whatever those things they're called that they play on, that they swing around on.
They don't call them monkey bars anymore?
I don't know what they're called because they're
racist.
No, it's not racist. God, why would you say that?
I'm wondering why we can't call them monkey bars.
No, I just don't know because stuff changes over the years, and from what my definition of what a playground set looks like and what they have on the playgrounds now are completely different. So they look like they look like I can't even explain what they look like now. They look like the playground sets. I don't know. I guess monkey bars, whatever you want to call them. They look like they kind of look like Lego, Lego thing, like Lego playgrounds.
Minnie was out.
Yeah, is she okay?
I think so. Check it out, guys. Minnie. Hello, Minnie. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
She's asleep on the windowsill. Oopsie.
No, it was yeah.
Lacey's comment hits the nail on the head. Luckily, my kid is in a serious relationship with her phone and has sworn off the outside
who
world.
the heck goes out and plays anymore?
So think about it, up until 3 months ago.
Jungle gym. That's what it's called.
Jungle gym. No, that's racist.
What?
I don't know. No, get outside and play. Get off your phone. Get outside and
play on the playground jungle gyms. That's what they're called. Because when I think of like the playground equipment that we had, it was like this really tall stuff, and it was these bars that you could barely reach, and it was maybe I grew, but it's different than what the playground stuff is out there now. Like if I go to the playground, we take the nieces to the playground, it's like mulched and it doesn't look the same. I can't explain it. They took away the dangerous stuff, I guess. So, well, you killed the thread, Walt. You killed the chat.
I'm sorry. How did I kill it?
By making the comment.
I did not.
An inappropriate comment.
I have to force her, and she has a swing set, slide, and trampoline in the backyard, and a pool. I want a pool.
Yes, it was metal bars. That's what it was. Maybe it's different. It's like this.
Metal bars?
I don't know what they are.
Like
it just looks
now?
different. It looks different. I can't explain it.
They're just better painted.
The really tall slides that they used to have, those are gone.
Oh, those metal slides, yeah. Well, they burned.
They burned?
When it was really hot, you went down those and your butt would be on fire.
It was like this. There was this like big round dome that we had in our school playground. It was like a huge dome.
But like a jungle gym type of thing?
It's a jungle
or solid?
No, it was, you could climb
Yeah.
I don't see those anymore.
Yeah, that's the one. I think I sprained my ankle falling from one of those.
That's why.
Yeah, you can't have that stuff anymore. People get hurt. And then everyone's afraid of a lawsuit. Insurance.
I thought I almost broke my back.
The insurance is so high.
Trying
they got
to
rid
jump
of
from one of the bars to the other. Yeah, it was.
Those metal slides are
We all
rough.
got hurt. This is why they decided to not. That's why I was thinking. I think they're called jungle gyms. I don't know what else. Playground equipment. We
were on a 8th grade field trip one time. It was a small group of us, and we were going soil judging because we were in the horticulture. It was like a weird thing. We were going to Eastern Maryland to do soil judging. And we went to a McDonald's, and they had one of was it the Mary McCheese that was like you could crawl up into and had bars?
They took all that stuff away too.
Well, one of the girls with us was pretty big, and she was able to get in. She wasn't able to get out too easily. She kind of got stuck.
I missed that old equipment. That was the best.
Yeah.
You had like a grimace thing. You could go in and like shake around.
It was like your nephew twice pooped in one of those things.
That's why. Maybe too many people pooped in them.
Yeah. That's some unsanitary
Buffering.
crap.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Can you imagine like right now having like McDonald's playgrounds with Corona? That'd be like the big spreader,
No one's
super
going to
spreader.
McDonald's. And the kids are definitely going to poop up in like the little empty ball pits because there's nowhere to poop because they can't get in the bathroom. It's done.
Yeah, those many. Oh my gosh, those carousels. Those are great.
Well, those are a whole other level.
Yeah.
They stopped though. They were like starting to get rid of those when I was little. Now they have like these little single ones that you can go around on. Yeah, McPlayland. You still have McPlayland.
But I think they still have like the newer McPlaylands that are like
They're
the
different.
tubes.
Yeah, they look completely different.
Yeah, they got rid of that. I think they got rid of the old Mary McCheese.
They used to have fun outdoor playgrounds.
Yeah.
The little fry
Usually
guys.
they're more indoor playlands now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what her nephew pooped in twice.
He pooped in there.
It was about
Twice.
4. He's in the Air Force now. He's out of the Air Force now, right? He's already out of the Air Force, but when he was a kid, like 4, 5, 6 years old, he pooped in those things.
He pooped twice.
So because you eat all that McDonald's crap, and like, I want to go play, I want to go play.
He
And he
did
climbs
not want
in.
to use a public bathroom.
No,
That was his
and then
problem.
you're in those tubes, and like
No.
you get stuck in those
He
tubes.
did not feel comfortable pooping in a public bathroom. That's
Oh, who
why.
does?
Yeah, but
I don't
he
know.
was only 4. Give him a break. So I have a quiz.
You don't know how to hover. It's hard to hover when you're 4. It's a little hard. It's high.
Do guys hover?
I don't know, but you're always trying to tell me to hover, and I was like, nah, I gotta get
I
comfortable.
never told you to hover.
I think you said you should hover.
I never said that to you.
Oh, you don't mind? Okay, because I like to get comfortable.
Stephanie just said, wow. I'm not quite sure what the wow is about. Probably because it's gotten really awkward for a little bit. So
Wow, it's 3:45 already. Where'd the time
a
go?
bunch of fun. So we have, you guys pick what we do. We have fill in the blanks for classic 80s films. We have fill in the blanks for funny headlines. We have musical lyrics, fill in the blanks for like musicals, Broadway stuff. We could probably sing them.
Well, I'm guessing the indoor playground is not open right now, right?
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Okay. 1-word movie titles. You can guess the rhyme based on a rhyming 1-word movie title.
Funny headlines is a request.
I'm going to ignore that. Funny headlines. Yeah, I think it's like they stopped calling them monkey bars because like monkeys like swing like on things and they don't really, you can't really do that on current equipment. So who would call it that? Because you're just like basically walking and like kind of swinging, but not like flipping and doing things. I don't know. I never heard it called that anymore.
I'm surprised they don't make you like wear like full body armor.
Yeah, but you can wear a helmet.
Yeah, because people don't parent anymore. So.
Okay, fill in the blank headlines quiz. We're gonna try that.
Okay.
My headlines. Can you pick the missing word? Can you pick the missing word from this funny but true newspaper headline? Study finds frequent blank enhances pregnancy chances.
Sex?
Frequent. So here's your choices. Applauds, frequent arms, frequent belittling.
I don't think you're supposed to guess all of them. I think it's
Frequent belted, frequent cemetery, frequent alcohol, frequent mushrooms, frequent Uranus. Sex is on here. Frequent.
It's a numbers game.
Frequent erection. Frequent gas.
Erection's on there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Frequent condom.
Frequent condom?
Alcohol is not on here. Frequent rack. Frequent obesity. You have no doubt those indoor playgrounds will be open because that is going to be not going to be a queen. I'm going to put sex because I'm pretty sure that's it. Yay, that was it. All right.
That was a simple one about science.
All right. City unsure why blank smells.
Wait. City unsure why blank smells?
Erection.
Erections, yeah.
Stiff Uranus. Sewer. Sewer smells.
Sewer
City
makes sense.
unsure why gas smells.
We're gonna let them answer.
Okay, I'm giving you guys the guesses.
I don't think you should.
Oh no?
No, I think
Trash.
Yeah.
No, because some of them are really funny and obviously not it. Trash smells, gas. Gas is one of them.
Is that ghastly?
Obesity smells.
Oh, obesity. All right.
I
can't
think
read.
the city unsure why Uranus smells. Is
Uranus on there?
Yes, it's right there.
Oh, I think you
Uranus.
should. I think you should pick Uranus.
No, it's
No, I think you should pick Uranus.
I'm gonna put gas because I'm pretty sure that's it.
All right.
I don't see any other.
Don't choose.
No,
Uranus.
that's not it. It's not it.
It's not sewer.
No, it's not gas.
Oh no, it's sewer.
Where's sewer?
You said sewer's on the
Oh,
list.
sewer. Okay.
Yeah.
Sewer wasn't it.
No. Wow. Say it again. City.
Oh wait, that was marijuana.
Oh, you went to the wrong question.
Wait, how did I end up there?
I think when you did the wrong answer, it went to the other one.
Well, it disappeared. we don't know what it. Wait, I'm confused.
Go back. Hit previous.
But it's like about a one-armed man. One-armed man.
Previous again. Previous.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I don't know.
We can't find it now.
All right, I'm pretty sure it was sewer.
House passes blank on tax. House passes blank tax onto Senate. Blank tax. What kind of tax? House passes blank tax onto Senate.
Gas tax.
Oh, they have good fudge in Uranus? Gas tax. What do we have? A couple choices here. House passes time tax. There's rack tax.
Lacey, can you get that with some nuts?
Hooker is an option. Weed. There's no weed. We have a couple potential.
I think it's gas tax.
Waste of time. School tax. No school. Gas and sewers are supposed to smell. I'm thinking there's a cemetery tax. Death tax, joint tax. Joint is here.
I think
package.
It's gas.
A package
it's
tax.
Definitely gas.
Package tax. Could be a package.
Obesity tax.
All right, so we're trying gas. It is gas.
Paying taxes by the pound now. I'm screwed.
All right, I'm gonna skip. All right, I'm gonna skip this because safety experts say school bus passengers should be blank.
Ross told Phoebe that they
Fudge
smell
with
to
corn.
gas for safety.
Nuts are available.
Fudge with corn. That sounds good.
Oh, I clicked on an ad. I lost it.
Go back.
I probably lost the question though, and I won't
All right,
be
let me
able
do
to
this.
find it.
All
I
right.
know it.
All right.
You're gonna tell me you can't even read it.
I take my glasses off.
Okay, I lost the school bus thing. I don't know where it is. There's a ring. There is a ring. Is there a ring of debris around blank?
Uranus.
Is there a ring of debris? Uranus works for everything here.
I think that is Uranus.
Is there a ring of debris around blank? It might be Uranus. Saturn. No Saturn here.
Because they think Uranus has
There are
rings.
mushrooms.
That's old. This is old.
Is there a ring of debris around mushrooms?
Uranus has been shown to have
Is
a
there
ring.
a ring of debris around literacy? Is there a ring of debris around sex? Oh, here's another one. Here's a good one. Condom. Is there a ring of debris around condom?
Ooh, looking back on the metal discussion.
Yeah, there's a metal plane at the popular park here. It's fenced off. His parents are worried kids are gonna get burned. Man, that's stupid.
Burn, burn, burn.
Maybe they need to learn to get burned so they learn
Hearts
later
on
on
fire.
in life not to do that stuff. Because
Yeah.
how are they going to learn if they don't get burned when they're young?
Oh, I learned.
All right, so we're picking Uranus for that.
You're picking Uranus.
You're picking Uranus is picked and Uranus is right. Uranus was right. Okay, here's the marijuana. Marijuana issue sent to a blank committee.
Let's take it.
Marijuana issue sent to a blank committee.
Sub.
All right. So
Is that a
sub
choice?
is not a choice.
I think it is.
Sub. I don't see sub. Where do you see sub?
That's stuff.
We have arms.
Congressional?
Belted cemetery, closure, condom, death, erection, gas. Joint. Maybe this is joint.
Joint committee. That's funny.
Lacey said joint.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice.
All right. Okay, parents keep kids home to protest school blank.
Parents keep kids home
to protest school blank.
Closings?
School literacy. School hooker. This is like
they send people home
this
to
is like
protest the closure?
Cards Against Humanity.
Oh wait, the parents keep kids home.
Parents keep kids home to protest school what? Blank. School mushrooms?
Reputation?
School arms?
School sex?
School closure. I think it might be closure.
Well, why would you just keep kids home to protest a closure?
Lacey got it right. It's closure.
Is it closure?
See, the teacher knows everything. Oh, I put belted by accident. I think it was closure.
It already changed questions on you.
I know it changed. It won't tell me now. I don't know why if you get it wrong, it won't. It just goes to the next question. I'm pretty sure it was closure.
Oh, what's this one? Oh, this is a good one.
But wait, if the school's already closed, okay, that makes sense. Republicans turned off by size of Obama's blank.
Ejaculation.
That's not.
Oh, erection. Sorry, erection.
Republicans turned off by the size of Obama's what?
Duh. Uh-oh.
Rack?
Yeah, Obama's got a nice rack. We're talking about. What are we talking about? Barack? Is that stiff?
Stiff.
I'll leave that alone.
I just think it's reputation.
Oh, interesting.
That's an option.
Mushrooms, pasty.
You're being censored, Valerie. IQ. IQ isn't on here.
Applauds? Literacy pet. Oh, his package. Talk about penis envy.
Sewer? We have sewer.
Well, that's already been used.
Oh, that's right. We did use sewer. I think.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know. What do you think it could be? His mushrooms?
Let me see. Republicans turned off by the size of Obama's
hands. I love the answers. Can't say the D word package.
It must be his reputation. I think it's reputation.
But you can have a really big, bad reputation, like some people.
Yeah. It doesn't say bad.
It was wrong. It was wrong.
What was it?
I don't know.
You can't go. Oh, we gotta go find it now.
And when you go back to find it, it's there. It's not even there anymore.
No?
No. We don't know what it was.
That's wrong.
This quiz kind of sucks. It's not giving me the answers.
Maybe it was his erection.
I mean, it could have been, but I don't think they would do that.
That doesn't sound like is this, who puts out this quiz?
This is Sporkle.
Means nothing.
Nudist fight blank of towers near Wreck Beach. Nudist fight what? Nudist?
Erection of towers. That's what erection is for.
Nudist fight erection of towers near Wreck Beach. Don. Figure out what that is.
I think it's.
Give them some of our options. Definitely.
Nudist fight blank of towers near Wreck Beach. Because erection, wreck, right? That definitely, that's a play on words.
Because you would erect it.
Oh wait,
really
what happened?
So I'm Don.
Where'd it go?
You disappear. What? We got all the answers? What'd you do?
I don't. Oh, I didn't hit anything, did I?
Did you touch it?
According to this, we got 2 right.
We didn't finish it.
We messed up. We got all these wrong. I don't know. Is it showing?
We're not even using them on the right phone.
No. Let's see.
Previous. Wait, go back up.
It's not letting us go back.
Here, let me close it and I'll reopen it.
That's a good idea.
Maybe it'll just give me a new quiz. Or a new.
It is almost 4:00.
Wait, we got a couple more. We got to figure out what's up with the.
That erection was exhausting.
Sporkle, and also because we're not on my regular phone.
Oh, you sent these to me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe if I open on my phone, it'll be. We'll get fresh answers.
Oh wait.
Well, it's been on those
Oh,
shows.
here we go. Blank causes loneliness, feelings of isolation. Blank causes loneliness and feelings of isolation.
Mushrooms?
Looking forward to seeing
Uranus?
you tonight, Walt. What's tonight? You doing a show?
Yeah, we have the Absent Minded Comedy Show at 8 o'clock. Thank you. Shameless plug time. 8 o'clock, improv comedy.
Literacy causes loneliness, feelings of isolation. Hookers,
Cemeteries.
mushrooms, sex. This is
What's
hard.
the third one after?
Belted?
No, before belted.
Belittling? That might be it. It might be belittling. I think it's quarantine. Gas. Gas could do that.
Obesity. I feel isolated right now.
So we're going to try belittling. Nope.
I don't like this. It doesn't tell you the right answer.
I know.
I don't like this. Be gone with these questions. We have 1 minute left. I would go over, but I'm done. I need a nap.
I don't know if we're going to do next week.
I'm exhausted.
Walt is...
I'm having a hard time doing these shows. I really love being with you guys. I almost rather just get on a Zoom and say hello to everybody.
We do the Zoom movie watches.
That's true. I want to see you guys. I want to hang out.
We can do a Zoom thing.
If I get a baby pool, we all come over and hang out.
A baby. So I think that's what I'm gonna do because they have like the blow up baby pools and I can fit in there, but just me.
You can do that all day.
I'll go sit and put like my
in the
float.
ocean.
We should do a Zoom because we started like a little group chat for the Zoom and then we didn't end up doing. We only did it once, but we should do more.
But
Cheryl's doing a movie watch, right? We're watching Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
At 5 or 6?
5, right? I always do 5.
Zoom in bathing suits. No, sometimes we do 6.
I can't do 6. I
Why
might
6?
sleep through it.
Why 6?
I can't do 6. I have an 8 o'clock show.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of things to do before
Bathing
Monday.
suits required. No, you have to wear full clothes.
No, bathing suits.
Bathing?
Yeah, no H. Baiting. As in like debating, but not be just.
All right, I don't know what time it is. It's either 5 or 6. But if you want to do the Zoom watch of Spider-Man, what are we watching? Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Message Cheryl. She has.
It's on FX.
She has the Zoom link.
I think you have to wear commercials on FX, right?
So we found it for free on FX, right?
Is it for free without commercials on FX?
I'm not sure.
FX has the movies.
FX, I think they want you to pay FX now or something like that.
You have to pay extra.
I think you have to buy the buy it on Prime or rent it on Prime for $3.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but
I do like the free week, and then I'd forget to cancel it. So
considering we pay for some, then we pay
for a lot of things.
We have Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO.
Before we go,
now what? Oh,
no, none of the Spider-Man are Disney.
No, yeah, the Spider-Man.
Marvel does not own Spider-Man.
But Spider-Man: Far From Home is on Hulu.
I was surprised they got the Fantastic Four because that was.
She is.
Fox, I think. Yeah, Fox and Sony own a couple of these things.
You should clean up your windowsills.
I know. That's all I had. The cat hair.
Oh.
Say hello, everybody. Oh, hello. I'm a fat kitty.
This is the laziest cat.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody feeds her too much, not me.
Oh.
She's gonna fall.
Wanna go upstairs?
She's
Go upstairs? Oh, stay here.
Come back
all
up.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
All right. You like your spot?
She like.
Oh.
I like that. She likes her spot.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason why is because she can't figure out how to get down.
Yeah. Oh.
She looks like she's half asleep.
Come on, here we go. Ready? Oh. I like the headbutt.
She loves him.
She headbutts me. That's Minnie.
She's up there. She can stay away from my cat, who charges her all the time. But yeah, that's Minnie. That's
the only trick she does. She gives me a headbutt. Hey, my hair's kind of coming in nicely, actually. Look at this little point. I got this little gray strand here, though. I like this, like little.
Mine is not. Actually, the bangs are starting to look a little bit more, but your kitty loves headbutts. I don't think my Vic does so much, but
I got one out of her once.
Yeah.
But I think I was holding her like.
But you can pick her up and like kind of mess around with her. She doesn't growl or get mad. You just pick
She
her up.
doesn't like it, but she doesn't know what to do about it.
She just like sits there if you pick her up.
Yeah.
She doesn't do much.
She's
Minnie, if you pick her up, she just starts going.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well,
Thank you.
I don't know when we'll be back, but at some point, maybe I'll stream on my own. I don't know. We'll see.
Cool. All right, guys. See you soon.
We'll see.
Love
you
you all.
soon.
Have a great
Have a
Saturday.
great
We'll see you
Saturday.
soon. 8 o'clock tonight. Improv comedy.
Yeah,
You
we
just
have
never know.
Improv, man.
All right. Bye, guys. Sweet.
We have to figure out how to